Okay, so while these pieces were just chilling over here, I started working on the center little part there, and I measured out roughly kind of a design I want, so it's not just square through the middle here. You can see a couple arches, but I also have marked off here, this little corner is going to be removed, same thing with that corner, and then I've got some places to be shaped and whatnot later, and then some arches for detail in down the middle. But basically I want to shape this and cut this out to the degree I need it to function, basically. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I need the square side. So what I'll probably do is use this as the missing foot. That'll probably work. Oh yeah, that worked surprisingly well. Okay, so honestly I just need straight cuts near the edge of the blade here. So I can eyeball it. I can line up right where I want it to go. Lock that down. And basically kind of treat this like a chop saw to the best of my ability. Actually, that's not going to work because it's not going to hold it in place. Let's see here. Can I use this? Get a little extension. Damn, seriously, the microphone. Everything is in the way today, guys. The name of the game is Everything's in the Way today. Okay. So, I want to go right about there. Can you see the blade? Roughly there. Right in that perfect deflection zone, I think. Hold on. Let me see if I come all the way down here. Yeah. I can get it. So the hard part is that I don't have a square edge that extends that far. Meaning gonna be just kind of cutting wild here to the best of my ability. Well, it worked, more or less. Okay, so let's actually, yeah, ironically, that's the same dimension going that way. Cutting out almost a perfect square out of that corner. Small amount of deflection there. I guess it is what it is. Okay, so now I need it here, which actually might still work. Actually, yeah, that works out better. So that gets me this cut right here. Pop that whole corner right out. Look at that. Okay, so, and then that means I need this, right? Yep. So, basically, I got that. Now there'll be shaping and sanding to do here. I've got a normal blade. Come in here and do some cleanup. But ultimately, basically, what I'm going to end up doing, and this is where the sanding, of course, is really going to make a difference, is the upright pieces, I'm going to have to cut a hole that'll go through. You know, almost literal woodworking here. So what I was talking about doing earlier is trying to basically double side this and like double side these together and do all my holes at the same time, same place, basically, through all 4 pieces here. But if I basically take my drill bit and drill out a hole, do the next line down there, and go from there, it'd probably work out okay. Now, the sword holding bits, one is going to be right at the top, the next one's going to be a little bit below it, so I have a whole lot of space to work down here. The other thing is I had not necessarily considered is on the base, making it go through a couple holes in the base to add like some feedums to it, I guess, instead of, or just make it go straight down to it, which I don't think that would work out too well. And we want this to be at a reasonable height, and I did determine the depth to be basically there, so that'll sit proud out to the side, and then this being like here, I can always, you know, shorten the base just a little bit, plus shape everything down a little. So what I need to do is kind of clamp these together on a straight edge and drill out the holes where I need them, and then cut out the difference in the middle. Which, sure, that all sounds super easy, doesn't it? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it sounds super easy. So one thing I could probably use is the longer straight edge here to manage that, just to give myself something really rigid to work against. So let me see. Okay, so got some tape in there. I'm going to make sure I know that this is the top. And I've done my best to make this the straight edge to go off of. So what I now need to do is just determine a height. So assuming that I will make this penetrate through the bottom just a little, we'll go ahead and set it to there. And we'll go for the middle because I can shape around after that. Oh, that tip is all kinds of jacked up. So roughly there-ish is where I need my holes to go. And the hard part, of course, is doing that. So one way I considered doing it was with my hole punch, which is actually a leather punch, but you know, it is what it is. But also, I guess I do have my tiny drill bits. Which actually, let's go ahead and get our thickness so I know exactly how big I need to make it. That is roughly 2 mil. Makes sense. So I need roughly a 2 mil hole, which is basically 5/64, give or take. I think, let's see here. So, and I can always make the hole bigger if it's a little smallish. Yeah, so this drill bit will be our best bet, I believe. And I do wish I had like a tiny drill press for this. They do have tiny little like Dremel drill presses, and believe me, if I could, I would. I feel like this is actually expanding a bit and getting out of alignment, which is annoying, to say the least. I feel like I need to tape the edges to like hold it together. Well, I've got my clamps. I can use those. They're not too tough. Actually, I could drill around, because once I have the holes in place, like through the thing, it'll make life easier. So, put the clamps there. I'm charging the battery for my Dremel, so let me go check on that. Alright, so I found my thing. I realized I had smaller shanks for going with narrower bits for drilling purposes. Found that, so happy days there. So now the crazy part. Attempting to drill through this as it sits. Yeah. I guess I'll do what I can here. Let me see here. Let me unclamp that. I guess realistically, if I just am holding it down, it should be good. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's got to be really close. Alright, so put it on high. Oh. Let's also get a sacrificial piece here. So we don't drill into our mat. Okay. Oop, drilled into the mat anyways. Actually, almost drilled into the table. Oops. That's a big whoops. Okay, well, it happens. But now that gives me my holes, and I basically just need to connect those in between. Are they straight, realistically? I guess they are. No, they're not, but that's okay. I can make that work. Why is this stuck? Damn. Just that little bit of binder there. Okay, well, at least I had the mat there to help. Didn't mean to drill through the damn thing, but it is what it is. Okay, and let's get a... Oh, good enough. Straight edge. Here. Actually, where's the actual piece? Make my life easy. There we go. Well, good news is it's a big enough hole. Okay. Oh. Those holes did not go all the way through. Just through the first layer. I guess I can just drill them again. I didn't think you can see what I'm doing. Oh, that one didn't work out too well. So. Wow. You can see there how off the bottom hole actually is in comparison. So that's when we're just going to come in with our knifey knife and cut through to the best of our ability. Because I can always add later. Okay, let me peel these. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to. Okay. Yeah, so that's how off that one was. But, like I said, it is what it is. Also, I can totally make that off to one side if I want. Okay. And I've got the sprue goo as well to kind of help weld bits together. Because that's what sprue goo is for. Okay. Okay, so best case scenario here. Not quite wide enough, but actually, nope, is totally wide enough. So, there we go. That's that. And then the bottom, well, I could fill that in. So, let's try to do the same thing over here. The holes are not quite the same, but as long as it's close. This is where I need my chisel a little bit here. All right. Getting closer. Okay, so that's cleared there. That's clear there. Okay. So, assuming I have those lined up. One's a little bit off compared to the other, but that's okay. Oh, that's right, this way. Alright. I need a file. Oh, my file's in the other room. Okay, I need my straight file. This guy, and we're just gonna okay. And in theory, that should. Okay, that should work there. And this side work there. Ta-da! Basically. Ta-da, basically, is what's happening here. Not perfect, but it's pretty dang close. There's enough wiggle room there. So I need this one to be the left, this one to be the right. This will be forward, this will be forward. Okay. Okay. So it works to a degree. So the real part is going to be shaping this kind of to fit everything else. That one is actually almost a press fit, which is nice. Gotta love a good press fit. Probably need to cut the bottom as well to wedge it into the base in the same manner, because I don't want to glue it straight up and down with no supports. So best way to do that probably be do the same measurement, give or take. Yep. Okay. And then just kind of chop off these edges there. Oops, I'm just gonna make a hole. There's too many things on this table right now. Okay, let me see. Do I need the chopper for that, or can I just get away with nippers? Probably nippers. The only problem with nippers is they push away. Basically like that. I think those are actually almost identical. That's kind of funny. Yep, well, maybe not identical, but close. Okay, so now what I need is quick measurement of that, give or take. Okay. And need to figure out where I'm going to put them in here. Okay, so actually that's the easy part to figure out. Okay. So this goes here. This squeezes through there, just barely. Okay, and then basically we're gonna line that up and just fucking mark it. Okay. So now what I just need here is just a piece for thickness sake. Okay, and then use this to figure out the width. Pretty much there. Whoa. Didn't expect that. Just a quick little bleed out there. So basically, that's what I need to drill out in the same fashion I just did before. Where's my little sacrificial piece? Well, basically just destroying my mat here, for lack of a better term. Can I get my thicker blade in there? Probably not. We'll see. Don't think so. Okay. So there's that one. But, ow, I'll just go ahead and poke myself. Okay. So let's just test fit. Okay, so I could probably whittle down those edges a little bit, get a little bit better in there. Wow, I never even went all the way through the edge here. Alright, so... Damn, might have to switch out for a sharper blade. Okay. Okay. Quick once over with file. Yeah, this one definitely ain't wide enough. So let's see here. Well, that one went through. Okay, so that one's in. Let's try the other one now. Try it over here. Okay, so that one's actually good. Alright, so this hole is not quite big enough. And I think it needs to go back here. Oh, so close. What does it need? Just that little lip, maybe, to go away. Maybe that'll work. Oh yeah, that got it. Actually, that's fucking press fit, and that's what I want to see. It's a damn press fit. There we go. Look at there. It's still not, still not great, but I can fix it up a little bit. I think if I trim this back just a little right here, it'll work out great. But like basically trim this in just a hair. That should make a difference. To making them straighter up and down, more or less. It's close. It's real close. Probably trim it in just a little bit more. I trim both sides just a little bit more. Let's see. If I got wiggle room, it's good. They're almost parallel. Getting closer. Anyways. Yeah, I think this side just a little bit more. A little more. There we go. Oh, yeah. That is pretty damn solid. Like so. So that's the basis of our stand. And then, like I said, I'll use these for like a little feeties on there. Something. But I'm going to take a break.